Hello, Cipher here. In this video, I'm going to share with you my hands-on experience on the new Samsung S22 Plus 5G. Now, I'm sorry, I'm just uploading this right now to YouTube. I've been out of commission for the better part of about 2 weeks, and I've been recovering from a tooth procedure. But now I think I feel a little bit better, and I think it's time I do this video. Alright. Now, the S22 Plus is part of the Samsung flagship S22 model smartphone. We have the S22, the S22 Plus, and the King, the S22 Ultra 5G. All come different specs and different price points. Now, funny story, I first ordered this phone on Best Buy, and when the phone came out on launch day, it took about a week plus for the phone to actually get to Best Buy. The distribution was kind of really poor. So because of that, I decided to cancel my order and buy from Amazon. Thanks to Amazon Prime, I was able to get the phone a day early through the 2-day shipping process on Amazon Prime. But I got to say though, thank you to Best Buy for the $150 gift card that comes when you buy a new Samsung S22 Ultra or S22 Plus. That's good because I'm gonna spend every bit of your money. Okay, so like I said, this comes in different prices, and for this device, the price point of this phone is about $1,049 USD. So for this pricey phone, what comes in the box? You get the user instruction manual, you have the phone, you have the SIM card tool, and you have a USB cable. That's it. The packaging of this phone and the presentation, I have to admit that I am not a fan at all. I don't like how it's presented, I don't like the packaging, and to be honest, I don't like the build quality of the phone. It raises my concern, and we're about to get to that in a bit. Now, hands-on, I got to admit I don't really like the device because of the concerns I have. Yes, the specs of a current flagship phone is in there, and the packaging is overall just bad. The build quality is questionable because they say it's a Gorilla Glass back, but actually in reality it feels more like a brush glass back. That's what it feels like to me. But if the company says it's glass, then it's glass indeed. As far as I'm concerned, the only device that actually fits into a next-gen flagship phone is the S22 Ultra 5G. That's the only device. The S22 Plus and the regular S22 kind of feels the same with the S21. I am not impressed at all. The side panel of the phone feels a little bit concerning to me because I feel after a while this side panel might either fade out or it might begin to fall apart. That's for people who do not use cases on a daily basis. And if this phone is going to be your daily driver, I think the fact that you're going out and holding it all the time, palm sweat and all that, I think it's going to have an issue with this side of this phone. Now, this begs the question, is it worth upgrading from the S21 to the S22? And my answer is no. Big no. There is no need to upgrade from the S21 to S22. So what else do I not like about the build quality? I don't like the fact that it feels really light. If I'm spending about $1,000 plus on a device, I want to feel that premium quality. This feels like a cheap product of about $200. It feels light, it feels lackluster, and practically it just feels blah. To be honest with you, I don't feel the build quality at all. I really don't feel it. But I think I've trashed this phone enough, so let me get to my positive side of what I really like about this phone. Now, the phone feels fast, but to an average phone consumer, to an average buyer, the difference in speed is not really that noticeable, except you are really into tech like that and you start doing all this side-to-side testing. If not, the speed doesn't really make a difference to me. So speaking from a average or from the point of an average consumer, the speed is impressive, but it's not all that an upgrade if you have an S21 already. Now, for the triple camera setup, this phone has a 50 megapixel wide, 12 megapixel ultra wide, and a 10 megapixel telephoto 3x optical zoom camera at the back of the phone. That is really impressive, and a selfie camera as well in front. Now this camera setup will give you 8K at 24 frames per second, and all cameras will run 4K on 60 frames per second. Very, very impressive. The night vision photography is really impressive, and there is something that Samsung calls director mode, and when you switch it to director mode, all the cameras come on. So it's like having this different angles and different perspective from all the cameras coming on at the same time. I'm sorry I don't have that footage for you guys here, but it does have really good image quality, and the functionality of the camera and the new features added to the camera, especially the night feature and the new portrait mode, yeah, it's a really nice step up from the previous version of the phone. So that set in mind. Now, I'm not a Samsung fan. I am an Apple fanboy and I'm an Apple loyalist, but I have to say that with this device, I'm not impressed. As a matter of fact, the best Samsung phone I have ever used is the Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 3. That's the only phone that made me question my loyalty to Apple. That's how impressive, that's how good that phone is. I had it for about 3 months, and every day of those 3 months meant something with that phone. There was just something I could use it for, like there was something to do with the phone. That's how impressive that phone is. So having said all of that, that's my take, that's my hands-on experience so far. Is it kind of wise to upgrade from your S21 regular to the S22 or S22 Plus? And my answer is no. It's not reasonable from any perspective at all. I don't see any need in you upgrading. Now, if you're going to upgrade to the S22 Ultra 5G, now that's a worthy upgrade. That's what to buy. What I would say is, I say from a consumer standpoint, I say skip generation. So if you're not going to buy the S22 Ultra 5G, I say skip and maybe get the S23 when it comes out. Because the reason why I'm not really impressed with Samsung, I think it's because Samsung have spoiled us with giving us different designs from each generation. Not like the Apple. The Apple usually change the design every, let's say, 3 generations. Take for example, the iPhone 11, 12, and 13. Yeah, kind of feels like the same design, just pretty much little cuts and curves here and there, and increased size and weight. But as far as the design goes, it's still the same design skeleton. So that's what my point. But Samsung does this every year. So now having to repeat the same thing from last year to this year, I think that's why I pretty much have a negative take on that. And with the whole light feel of the phone, I think that's what raised my concerns for this phone. But other than that, pretty much I don't see the need to upgrade. I really don't see it. But if you're gonna get the S22 Ultra, like I said, then it's worth it. So anyway guys, that's it for this video. By the way, thank you guys for watching. If you got to this part of the video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss my next video. And with that, I say stay safe, stay frosty, and Cipher is out.